Hey everyone, I'm your mayor, Glenn Grandis, and this is this week's Mayor's Message. This is where we go over what happened at the last City Council meeting, what's coming up at the next Planning Commission meeting, and what's coming up at the next City Council meeting. Well, let's first start with the easy one, the Planning Commission meeting. That has been canceled for the month of April, so they'll be back in May for their next meeting. Let's talk now what happened at the last City Council meeting. So first off, we had a study session on increasing the TOT tax. That's the transit occupancy tax, or better known as the hotel tax. Well, your city council decided this just isn't the right time to be increasing taxes, so we voted against that. Maybe we'll bring it back in a couple years, but for now, we decided not to do that. We also had some great recognitions. First, what we're really super excited about is Jake Hopkins was elected as the California Parks and Recreation Society District 10 President. That represents almost all of Southern California, so congratulations, Jake. And then Ben Dieterle was also elected as President for the Aging Section for CPRS as well. So two great guys in Fountain Valley representing us well. Next, we had a presentation on the Community Services Day, which is coming up on April the 20th. It's an opportunity for everyone to be able to volunteer in the community. There are many different opportunities to volunteer. You can see that on your screen right now. I'll be over at the sports park, and I'll be helping with gardening and arranging the volunteers over on Brookhurst and Heil. So if you got some free time on April 20th, come on out. I think they're also giving away a free lunch too, so a little bit of motivation. Now let's talk about what's coming up at the next City Council meeting. So first off, we have a couple of presentations. The first one is for the Fountain Valley High School wrestling team. That's my alma mater. I'm super proud of them. I also understand, I believe they have the first female CIF wrestling champion for Fountain. That's at Fountain Valley as well. So that's going to be fun. We also going to have a special recognition for a Republic Services employee. So come on out and make sure you watch and see what we're going to be doing for that. Next is we have a couple of really important public hearings coming up. So the first one is in regards to Mike Thompson's RV and an electronic reader board along the freeway. So we're going to have a public hearing on that. Everybody has an opportunity to speak for up to 3 minutes and tell us what you think about that. We will also have a second public hearing on ADU ordinance. Right now we're trying to decide, should we stay at 1,000 square feet as the maximum size for ADUs, or should we increase it to 1,200 square feet? If you're interested, come on to the meeting. Everybody has an opportunity to speak. Now let's talk about some upcoming events. So I mentioned with those two public hearings, there's only 3 minutes to speak. But I'm going to be holding a coffee this Saturday over at the Senior Center on April the 13th from 10 a.m. to noon, where we'll be going over highlights of what's coming up within the city, and it'll give everybody an opportunity to ask questions either about the public hearings or, quite candidly, whatever you would like to bring up. So come on out, have some coffee. I think it's going to be a fun time. Next, we have the Mayor's Breakfast. That's going to be on April the 25th, and that is going to be at UCI Health Fountain Valley. That's what is taken over for Fountain Valley Regional Hospital. So UCI Health Fountain Valley. I really like the sound of that. We'll have a guest speaker. We'll go over what's coming up in the city. And the best part is we have a donation request for breakfast for $2, and all of that money goes to the Fountain Valley Community Foundation. So that's what's coming up. I really hope to see you this Saturday at the Mayor's Coffee over at the Senior Center between 10 a.m. and 2 on the corner of Bouchard and Talbert. And look forward to talking to you there. All right. I'm your mayor, Glenn Grandis, and that's this week's Mayor's Message.